All right. Hey, shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, I'm giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. The name of his beloved Son, the Savior of the nation of Israel. His name is Yahweh Shai. Bahashem means in the name, and Rakaha Kodash means the Holy Spirit. Rakah means spirit, and Ha means the, Kodash means holy. Okay, I'm giving double honors unto the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that do rule exceptionally well, man. In my humble opinion, they are excellent examples of how Israelite men should be, and how they should conduct themselves up here on the face of the earth. In my humble opinion, they are great and excellent leaders of the flock. All right, leading us the correct way, not leading us astray, not giving us falsehoods or lies or crazy ass unrealistic expectations, but truly breaking down this word with 100% truth. Okay, I'm also saying shalom, citations, mercy, and blessings to all sincere brothers that's out there that push this word with truth and with faith, man. Shalom unto you. My name is Tabawa Amath of Great Millstone Northwest. I'm coming back with another message, man. So yeah, we're gonna jump into it. I was going to attempt to redo a video that I tried to do yesterday, but I guess somewhere within the recording of it, the file got corrupted. So when I went to go try to save the video to upload it, it had pretty much erased or made it unusable, the video that I did yesterday. And I had it in my mind that I was just going to go ahead and redo it, but there's actually a encounter that I had yesterday that I want to speak about instead. Okay, and then Lord willing, I'll be able to do the video. I wasn't able to find the article that I used in yesterday's video anyway. I couldn't find it again when I went back to go relook for it. So I got to try to track down that article anyway. But I had an encounter yesterday. Okay, there's an individual that I know, that I have met, who I knew him for probably 2 or 3 years before I found out that he also was an Israelite. I met him at work. Okay, but at work I'm in Clark Kent mode. I never really had the opportunity to just have him there on a one-on-one to, what I'm saying, kind of test his waters. I ain't never had a problem with him. We was always cordial, but anytime we would actually see each other, we worked for the same company within this job field. You can change companies, but it's the same field. So it's a union actually, and within the union you can work for different companies and whatever. So this guy, we were working at the same company when I originally met him. We were working at the same company, and I didn't find out that he knew he was an Israelite until he rolled up on us at camp one day, some years back. Okay. But anyway, I mean, he's an all right dude. He's with a different camp. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but we got back in contact. Happened to know somebody that knew him. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up contacting me yesterday, right? And it was quick conversation. Just, hey, how's it going? You're excited when you find out somebody else know that they're an Israelite, even if it's like, okay, they're of a different group. At least this guy, he knows that he's an Israelite. He knows that we can't be trusting. He knows who Esau Edom is. All right, he knows who Yasharallah is. He's a part of a group that actually uses Hebrew, knows the name of the Lord, that type of stuff, man. So you always have a camaraderie, especially when you're surrounded by individuals all day long that has no inkling towards the Lord. To find somebody that knows about the Lord is it's a beautiful thing, man. All right, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, and I wish well for this individual, man. I hope that the Most High truly opens his eyes up to where he can come to the fullness of the understanding of the scriptures, like how we see it here at Great Millstone, with 100% truth, and leave behind the falsehoods. Either way, I was talking with the man, and he had mentioned something to me yesterday. Like I said, we had a quick conversation. The conversation was probably about 5 minutes in total, and that's with the how you doing, where you working at now, that type of stuff, man. I was telling him a little bit of stuff about the field that we're in. We talked about that for a little bit and whatnot, but he had mentioned and said that pretty much he was like, yeah, man, because you got to go through an apprenticeship before you actually get into before you journey out And when you journey out, you kind of get free reign to move freely. All right. But while you're an apprentice, you still got to be walking on eggshells. And he was saying, like, man, if he, makes it through the apprenticeship and journeys out, so to speak, that, and this kind of made me chuckle a little bit too, because I was just like, what the fuck? Anyway, he said, and I know, Salaki, I haven't pulled any scriptures yet, but let me get let me get through this, and then we'll grab a couple scriptures. He said that if he was able to fully get in, that he would want to open up Bible studies and bring the word out. And what else did he say? He said yeah, he was like, man, I'll do it so cold that I won't even say, I'll have it where uh pretty much he said he'll have a Edomite in charge of it. And I flatly told him, I was like, look, dude, like that doesn't sound wise at all. Okay, that what he described, I was like, I let him finish his spiel, like I didn't cut him off or nothing, but I just told him, and I acted cordial with him on purpose, so that way the ministry itself can't be blamed. Okay, he can't come back and say a man, a great millstone, wouldn't even let me finish my speech. He just cut me. Nope, I didn't do that. I listened to the fullness of what it is that he was saying, and then I came back and gave him, sound advice, not on any cuss out stuff. I was just like, look, I don't think that that's a wise thing to do. Okay, you know how precious this ministry is, and we can't trust Esau, Edom. You like I was like, look, if you make any type of a move like that, you're gonna get yourself removed from the union. They will find a way to definitely root your ass out of the union. It's not that big of a, I mean, it's a huge union, but it's very clicked up. Okay, it's a small circle, so to speak, especially out here in the area that we're at, right? Pretty much everybody in the union, everybody knows everybody. You drop a name from the union, and a lot of people's gonna know exactly who you're talking about. Okay, so I was like, look, I was like, I don't think that's wise at all. I was like, I wouldn't, and this is me just telling them, kind of like giving them advice, like, man, I wouldn't advise that you do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's a smart move to make. Ultimately, it's all going to come back negatively on you. And if you're telling me, we're sitting here laughing and giggling about how we're in our Clark Kent mode, on the job site, well, then you're exposing, you're exposing that you're Superman. You know what I'm saying? On the job site, to where, okay, you talking about how you're gonna rock until the wheels fall off. We had just made a statement about how we know that this is all coming to an end, that this the trade that we're in right now, that eventually we're gonna have to jump up out of it, because you can see how demonic it's becoming and all of that. We was just having this conversation, and then he comes back with this, yeah, man, if I actually get all the way in, what I'm gonna do is start this pretty much a Bible study on the job site type of stuff. And I was like, nah, dude, like, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't. That's not wise, is basically what I told him. And there's a few scriptures that I'm about to grab that came to mind as we were speaking about this thing, man. And ultimately, after I said what I said, he had agreed that ultimately that wouldn't be what I'm saying, that wouldn't be a wise decision. And he even made a comment and said, he was like, see, this is why I need counsel, right? Alluding that I had actually given him good and sound counsel, right? Which had me thinking, man, these other groups, they really don't got it, man. They really don't got it. Even though they got good intentions and everything, they really don't got it, man. So all we could do here at Great Millstone is keep pushing the word properly, and hopefully, or pray to the Heavenly Father that hopefully those individuals, come to their senses about what it is that they got going on. Because there's no way that somebody in Great Millstone would have that mind to think that, yeah, what I'm gonna do is open it up to where pretty much the truth is being pushed at work, at the job site, man. That would never even cross my mind, man. That would never even cross, the brothers, that would never even cross none of our minds, man. you know but that's how some of these other groups is. That's their mindset. That's how they're thinking. And they don't see the importance of what it is that we're pushing here, with dealing with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. They're not really, it's not that understanding isn't there for them. All right. And all only thing we can do is just, you know what I'm saying, pray that the Lord opens their eyes, but it's all to the will of the Heavenly Father. Anyway, that's the backstory. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some of the scriptures that came to mind as I was having this conversation with this individual. Overall, it was a pleasant conversation. And, you know, like I said, you're happy to find other Israelites, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they're not trying to come at you crazy for pushing forth the truth. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 16, and this is the first thing that I thought of. Matthew chapter 10 verse 16, which you can also find in Mark, the 13th chapter, and Luke, the 21st chapter. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Okay? It says, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues." Now, we're not speaking about a synagogue sense, okay? But if he was to do that action, he's definitely, whatever company it is that he's working for, he's getting pulled in front of the higher ups so they can question him on why he's doing this. And not only that, within the union itself, he would get pulled before the union higher ups so they can question him about why he's doing what he's doing. And ultimately what they would do is kick him out. All right. Majority, I'll say 98% of the individuals that's within this trade, all right, is Edomites. They ain't about to hear the word. And I'm not talking about, oh, they just appear as Edomites. No, 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 no. These individuals, okay, are Edom, Esau, Edom, man. All right. They've had it under wraps. They had this whole trade under wraps until, you know, quite recently, really, is where a lot of other, not even a lot of other races, but other races has been able to get up in there. All right. But even right now, all right, I'll say for the local that I'm in, there's probably about 800 individuals in total within the trade. Okay, or not within the trade, but within the local, this portion of the local of the trade. And there's probably eight so-called Negroes within it. I don't think I've met a single so-called Hispanic inside of it. All right, there's about 8 Negroes, and there's probably about 12 females in general, and the rest is all Edomite men. Okay, so you see that you're vastly outnumbered. So he's not on the. I'm the only Jake on this job site, man, for my trade. Okay, I'm the only Jake on the job site. So while he's telling me this, I'm wondering, like, who would you be studying the scriptures with, man? With these Edomites? Especially since he said he'll have a Edomite running it. It's like, how the fuck do you think, what will be the point of that, man? You know? What will be the point of even having the Edomite involved? Edomites don't have no portion with the scriptures, man. Okay? They don't have no business dealing with these scriptures other than knowing the judgment that's coming for them. That's it. These other nations, this isn't for these other nations, man. You know? So I was like, that's incredibly foolish. It was an incredibly foolish thing. And the whole conversation as a whole took a shift. You know what I'm saying? Because after that, I had to keep it funky with him. And after he acknowledged, like, nah, that's not a good, that wouldn't be a wise thing to do. After he actually acknowledged that, you know, it was like, yeah, okay, I got to get off this phone, man. You know what I'm saying? So, he, that it's not a wise thing. Don't be trying to mix no heathens, you know, in with this thing, man. But maybe the group he's with, maybe they teach that everybody can make it, you know. And one of the questions he asked, because he wasn't on no, oh, I'm trying to see what the difference of our doctrines is or anything like that, right? He was like, man, we got to come together. Why can't we come together? And I was like, you know, we can't come together when two can't walk together, at least they be agreed. That's exactly what I told him. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah, okay, yeah, come. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on a friendly level, not on no turning towards hatred type of deal. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much he acknowledged, like, okay, he acknowledged that the reason we ain't gonna come together and break bread is because first and foremost our doctrines are different. I'm not about to switch over to some different doctrine when I know the truth. So unless he's willing to actually open his eyes to see the shit the way that it should be seen, then I don't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't really gonna be nothing there. I can keep it cordial with you. I could be happy to see you when I actually see you, say what's up with you and whatnot, you know. But as far as like trying to come together to do something, you know, work related, not work related as far as what I do to make money, but work related as far as what I do to get the spiritual riches. Nah, man, unless you're gonna see it the way I see it, we ain't doing it. Great Millstone, we don't do unity camps, man. If you ain't stepping the way we stepping, we ain't stepping with you, okay? Point blank, period, okay? The point being that you have to be wise because there's wolves out there. There's people that's out there looking to take us down, man. Okay? We got enemies that's they ain't even gonna let you know that they your enemy, but they're looking for your downfall, man. All right? So we got to be wise while we're out here on the job sites. Now, this individual isn't one of those that wear fringes everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've known him probably for two years or so before I even found out that he also, knew that he was aware that he was an Israelite. Okay. And which the whole time since the very moment I met him, I was already in the camp. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the camp 5, 6, 7 years by that point. You know what I'm saying? So, just putting that out there like that. I'm not sure exactly how long he's been studying and everything. I don't know all that information. We haven't chopped it up about anything like that, you know. This is probably the third conversation I've had with him since we both found out that, you know, each other knew they was Israelites, which he only found that out because he actually rode up on us while we were at camp. Okay. Which I seen him once before or once after that, which, you know what I'm saying, was a short encounter. And it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to conversate, you know. But then nothing came out of that, and that was probably a year or two ago, you know. So it's not as if we're about to be hanging out or anything like that. I wanted to share this because some individuals, some of you Israelites that's out there, you have this mindset where you think that, you know, you can go out in a job setting and operate like how you would operate on the street corner, and that's not gonna work, man. Okay, you can't be talking about setting up a Bible study and whatnot, inviting individuals to come study the Bible with you. They're not about to accept. What you gonna do, man? How you gonna explain to this Edomite that he's an Edomite and still go and work with this individual after that? You know what I mean? Like everything's just gonna be hunky dory. It doesn't make sense. There's some individuals that's not being wise as a serpent. Okay, let's look up this word wise real quick. All right, let's look up this word wise. Okay, be therefore wise. Okay, this is the Strong's G5429.
G5429. Phronimos.
Phronimos. It means intelligent, wise, prudent, mindful of one's interest. Okay, you got to be wise as a serpent. Okay, it says thoughtful, i.e., I don't know how to pronounce that word. I'm sorry. Or discreet. Okay, implying a cautious character. A cautious character, meaning you got to be cautious. Look, when I seen this individual, even though, I mean, he's clearly a Israelite. He's very lively. You know, everybody has great things to say about him because he's a good dude. You know, he's not being an asshole at work. He's, you know what I'm saying, he's playing his part to go along and get along. He's putting out a good work, a good product. As far, you know, I ain't never heard nobody talking crap about his work or anything like that. You know, everybody say he's a great dude. You know, everybody likes his attitude, that type of stuff. He's got a good rapport within this trade. You know, so it's like, dude, why would you want to purposely put a target on your back and ruin yourself by trying to bring in what you believe about the scriptures and exposing that to these people? That's none of these people's business, man. That's none of these people's business. You don't, like, what are you really reaching for, man? You know, we're supposed to be looking for those that are of a sincere mind, okay? We're supposed to teach men. It says, when it says teach men also, it's talking about those that want to hear sound doctrine. These individuals don't want sound doctrine, all right? They want Trump in the White House, you know, or they want Biden in the White House, you know, or, you know, they want rainbow rights and whatnot. They don't see the downfall. Okay, There's no reason to mix yourself in with these people in that type of an aspect, man. Being cool with people at work, that's one thing, man. But as far as like trying to teach these people the word, no, absolutely not. That's the dumbest idea I ever heard, man. You know, that's the dumbest idea I ever heard, and I expressed that, like, I wasn't rude or anything, but I did express like, nah, man, that is not in any way, shape, or form a good idea or a good move to make, and I would advise you against making that, man. All right. Which, like, as I said, he seemed to be receptive. Like, okay, yeah, no, that's not a good idea. Maybe he was just, in the emotion, in the excitement, and just pushing that out there. But that would not be a smart move to make, man. Okay. It says implying a cautious character, while G4680 denotes practical skill or acumen. Okay. And G4908 indicates rather intelligence or mental acquirement, in a bad sense conceited, also in the comparative wiser. Okay, so you're supposed to be wise as a servant, man, intelligent. You're supposed to be prudent. Okay, you're supposed to look well into your goings. All right, which there's no outcome, and he should be able to see this, being a man that's been in the truth for some years. Hell, he ran up on the camp years ago. All right. So being a man who's within the knowledge of the truth of the Bible, all right, you're supposed to be able to acquire the skill of foresight, to see ahead that if I make this move, what the possible outcomes and most likely outcomes could be, and if it will be beneficial or if it will be a hindrance. You're supposed to be able to evaluate that. All right. And you should be getting better, as time progresses, in evaluating that. And there's no outcome that's going to come from you setting up some type of a study group within your work group. That's, there's no outcome that's going to be positive for that. You're not getting fruit from that. Okay. It's going to be an unfruitful venture that's ultimately going to end you with a bad name and out of the out of this form of making the money, man. All right. Yeah, there's going to be eventually a time where we're going to say, fuck it. I don't care about the money. But that's when they're trying to force us to do things that, go against the scriptures, you know. But that would be you yourself personally putting yourself in a bad spot, So I would advise against that. For everybody that's out there, don't do stuff like that, man. All right. It's not a wise thing trying to mix the world in. All right. If it's somebody that's looking for it, that's one thing, all right? But you bringing that to them, especially when they're in that type of a work setting, especially with, the kind of situation that he and I are both in, nah, man, that's not a good look. Because the reason he and I are both excited when we see each other is because we both understand the situation we're in. Well, I would like to believe that he also understands the situation that we're in, okay? It's hard enough for a so-called Negro or someone who looks like a so-called Negro, like a Judite, so to speak. It's hard enough, or a Benjamite or a Levite, for them to get into this line of work in the first place. Okay, it's gonna be, it's not a good look, man. Let's go and let's actually the book of Matthew. Hold on, Salakia. Let me do this real quick, since that just popped up. Let's go to do not disturb. Okay, we can't have people's numbers and whatnot popping up. This is Matthew chapter 6 at verse 1. Okay, it says, take heed that you do not do your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise you have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Okay. And the point, I'm gonna skip down. The point really is right here at verse 3, Matthew chapter 6 verse 3. It says, but when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. Okay, meaning that you don't mix in what's going on over here. Don't always got to be known over here. Okay, you don't let your left hand know what it is that your right hand is doing. The way you make your money for the world, for you to be able to pay bills and buy food and stuff, that don't got to be mixed in with the way you make your spiritual money in the heavens. Okay, that's why you're not supposed to be making merchandise of the word, man. All right, it's because your left hand and your right hand needs to be separate. All right, the people that I work around, they don't need to know what I got going on in my off time. Okay, they don't need to know what it is that I do on the weekends and whatnot. I'm not ashamed to tell them, all right? I'm a servant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai regardless, right? I'm not ashamed to tell them. However, it's not going to be wise for me to volunteer that information, especially when we start really getting into the nitty gritty of the scriptures, okay? You think the Edomites that you work around, they may know that you don't, you know what I'm saying, that you don't really mess with so-called white people, but they don't have to know that really you're hoping for the downfall of their society and that one day they're going to be in slavery underneath you. They don't. That's gonna change your whole work dynamic, man. It's gonna change your whole work dynamic. You know, you're gonna make yourself it's unnecessary, man. It's unnecessary drama that's gonna come into your life because of that. Okay. Now, if somebody I worked with happened to run up on me on the streets and was curious, I'll give them the full business, man. But that's very different, them running up on me while I'm at camp versus me bringing that to them at the workplace, you know what I'm saying? Or asking them to come and link up with me, after work hours, but still, you know what I mean? Like, nah, dog, that's just not a good look. I would not advise it, okay? For any of you out there, I wouldn't advise it. Earlier in the truth, you will pull individuals from work and try to give them and it never worked out. It never worked out, man. Okay? I know, I've been there. It never works out, man. All right, you express everything, pour your heart and soul out to these people, and they ain't trying to hear it, man. Okay, so unless they looking for it, I ain't giving them nothing, man. Okay, if they want to be wicked, I allow them to be wicked. Okay, but if they looking for the right path, I could definitely guide them to the right path. Okay, anyway, let's grab another one. Let's go to Matthew chapter 7, and we'll read what it says right here, verse 6. It says, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again to rend you." Okay? So you don't gotta be, hey man, don't be out there trying to save every damn body. That's some of these other groups, man. They just want numbers, man. They just want quantity. All right, they're not looking for quality. Us here at Great Millstone, we don't give a shit about no numbers, man. Okay, numbers don't mean anything to us. All right, we can work with small numbers. If it's big numbers, we can work with big numbers, but numbers ain't what it is. We're looking for the ones that are genuinely, all right, not general, genuinely seeking after Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. We're looking for the sincere, all right, the ones that are hoping to be a part of the elect, not just in words, but their actions show it, okay? The ones that's truly servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, or seeking to be servants of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's who we're concerned with. We're not looking for any old and every old body that appears to be a son of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay. Let's grab a couple more and I'm gonna close it out because I'm a little bit past time as it is. We was a little late getting to lunch today. So this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." All right. So we're supposed to be walking circumspectly. Okay. Not as fools, but as wise, man. All right. You're supposed to be able to know if something is foolish to do or if something is beneficial to do, man. Especially when it concerns how you spread this word. Okay. You don't go into a barbershop to spread the word, man. You don't bring the word to your workplace, all right, some corporate ass building, and start trying to push the word. But that's not what you do, man. Okay, that's not what you do. There's a time and a place for everything, and what he was describing is, that is foolish. All right. Now I can't outright tell him not to do it. If that's what he wants to do, then I'm not about to be a part of it. That's what I can tell you. I'm not about to be a part of that crap, man. All right. That is a recipe for disaster, and I don't want no parts of it, man. I don't want no parts of it. Okay. And I really do hope that the Lord opens up his understanding, man. I really do hope, I pray for my own understanding as it is. I hope that the Lord opens up his understanding, because if that's how that group is operating, man, they're doing some real stupid, foolish things, man. And he seems as if he truly is a sincere individual, who's happy to understand and know that he's an Israelite, okay, and is on fire to spread the word. However, you gotta do it the right way, man. Okay, You got to do it the wise way, you know. Sometimes you would like to say something to a person. However, it's not the right setting. It's not the right place for it. Okay. Let's grab this and then I'm gonna close it out. Okay, let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 23. Proverbs chapter 23, and this is verse 9. Okay, it says, speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of thy words. And that's really, really a great scripture right there. Let's read that in the NLT. It says, don't waste your breath on fools. That was my mindset. Like, well, who are you going to be studying with, man? All right. What are you going to do when you come across scriptures that say, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated? How you going to break that down to these people who you have to work with or work under? They may be over you, you know what I'm saying? They in your chain of command some damn way or something, you know, or got links the way this trade that I'm in is this person will just have links in with the person that's over you, and that will be enough where they would have sway to be able to get your ass removed, man. All right? These people are family with each other and whatnot. Married to each other's sisters and shit, man. All right? It says, don't waste your breath on fools, for they will despise the wisest advice. And I'm hoping he didn't despise my advice, man. Okay? I'm hoping he didn't despise my advice. Time will tell. I'm hoping he moves wisely and circumspectly and don't blow up our spot, because this shit he was talking, that's potential to blow up our spot. Hey, but pretty much that's the point. I wanted to share that, I wanted to bring that out and share that and let it be known for the younger brothers that may happen to be watching this and whatnot. Don't be trying to bring this truth into your workplace, man. Go to work, do your job, get your money, and take your butt home, and then go out there on the camp, go to the camp, or make videos and spread the word that way. All right, don't be giving people at work your information. Don't be giving them your pearls, man. All right, because not everybody is worthy of this truth. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and say shalom. Hey, look, remember who the fuck you are. We're Yasharala, the princes of the power, and it's time for us to act like it, man. Until next time, shalom. Hopefully this video actually recorded this time. Looks like it did.